again, and welcome to Zebra Crochet. Let's go ahead and get right on into our crocheting. So you have your skein of yarn and you have a hook. Whatever size you chose will work. Let's see. So to do a slip knot, we're going to start with a slip knot and we'll do a chain and a single crochet. This is what we're going to learn. Okay, so across my 4 fingers, and then I just hold this so it doesn't move around. And then around my ring finger and my index finger, I go behind, and then I go in front and I make an X. Okay. And then if I look inside the loop here, I have a string in the back. I'm going to grab that with my hook and pull it through. Okay, and then I'm going to drop the yarn that's on my fingers and I'm just going to let it pull. I'm going to take this tail end and I'm going to pull the working end. Okay, not too tight, because if it's too tight, then your stitches will be too tight to do your single crochets in. So, okay, so let's go on. I have 1 loop on my hook. I'm going to chain, which means I'm going to go behind and I'm going to yarn over. So that basically just means behind and in front. And then I'm going to pull that with my hook. I'm going to pull it through that loop that's on my hook. Okay, I have 1 stitch. You see, each stitch can be counted because there's a V. Okay, so let's do some more. Yarn over and pull through. 2. Yarn over. That's 3. And as I move up, when I start, I'm holding the knot between my middle finger and my thumb, and I hold the yarn goes over my index finger, which I hold nice and tight, not super tight, but tight enough. Okay, behind, it goes behind my middle finger, and then it goes in front of my ring finger and my pinky finger and my pinky, and I just hold the yarn with my pinky. Okay, and that's where my tension is. That's where it's going to be nice and tight. So I hold the knot and, okay, let's do that again. So I hold the knot with my thumb and my ring finger, or my middle finger, and then I'm going to yarn over and pull through, and that's 1 chain. We're going to do that 10 times. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, as I go along, I just slide my fingers up so that we're not twisting our chain. If we twist the chain, it's going to be really hard to put your single crochets in. Okay, so I just slide my fingers up so that it stays nice and flat. And I'm going to do 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I know I said 10, but we're going to go ahead and do 11 because we're going to skip this last stitch right here. We don't count the one on the hook, but this one right here, we're going to skip that. Okay, and we're going to start our single crochets. We're going to skip this first one and we're going to go right here, right underneath that top loop on the V. Okay, and I'm going to pull through 1 loop. So now I have 2 loops on my hook, and I'm going to yarn over. So go behind and forward and pull through 2 loops, and that is our first single crochet. Now we're going to do that in each stitch all the way down. Okay, so right here in the top of this V, you can see this V. I'm going to go right here in the top, and I'm going to pull through, and then I'm going to yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, and again, the top of the V, I'm going to yarn over and pull through. I'm going to yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, one more time. Here, and pull through 2. And go in that loop, and pull through 2. And then here's 1. We're going to yarn over, we're going to pull through, and we're going to pull through 2. Pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Go in and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, the next one, and pull through 2, and the last one, yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, so we chained 11 and then we skipped 1, so I should have 10 stitches on my hook. Okay, let's see if we can count 10 stitches. And we count stitches by looking at the top. So this is flat. If I look at the top of my work, I see V's, just like I did with my chains. So I'm going to count them. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have 10 stitches because we chained 11 and then we skipped 1. So I have 10 stitches. Okay, and put my hook back in. And anytime I'm going to pull my hook out, I just pull it out so that there's a nice big loop. And you're less likely to get stitches ripped out. With children around, you just never know. Okay, so because this is a single crochet, it is 1 stitch high. We're going to chain 1 at the beginning of every row. We're going to chain 1 because it is 1 stitch high. Okay, I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to turn my work over so that the back side is laying across my middle finger. Okay, now I'm going to hold it with my middle finger and my thumb. Okay, and looking at the top, I have I have a V right here. Okay, I'm going to go underneath the V, right, I don't know if you can see right here, the hole, and go in there, and it's right underneath both of those stitches, that V. Okay, I'm going to pull through a loop, and I'm going to yarn over and pull through 2. And that's 1. Okay, so now we're going to go to the next one, and we're going to pull up a loop, and then we're going to yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, and again, do you see? I'm going to go underneath both of those stitches, and I'm going to pull up a loop, and I'm going to yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Yarn over and pull through 2, and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2, and then next one, yarn over and pull through 2, and the next one, yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, yarn over and pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, so now we've come to the last stitch, and this one is kind of tricky and tends to either get forgotten or done twice because it's a little tricky. And if you do it twice, then your work is going to go in a diagonal like this. It's going to get longer and longer. We want straight edges. Okay, so here's my stitch. I look at it from this side, and I can see my my V right here. Okay, and then if I look on this side, I see like a little knot. This is that chain that we skipped, and we don't want to work in that chain. That chain has skipped. It's not something we use. Okay, so I'm going to go in here, and I want to make sure that I go underneath both of my both sides of my V. Okay, do you see that? I am on both sides of my V. Okay, and I'm going to pull up a loop, and then I'm going to yarn over and pull through 2. Now, if I want to double check, I can count again, and we can see I should have 10 stitches on my work. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Okay, now I'm going to do one more row, and then I will let you practice. Okay, so we're going to chain 1. Remember, it's 1 stitch high, so we're going to chain 1. That's going to get us up to the next row. And I'm going to turn my work over. Okay, now here's my next row, and it's just the same. I'm going to go in underneath both of those loops, and I'm going to pull up a loop, and I'm going to yarn over, and I'm going to pull up a loop. Okay, do you see how my edge is going nice and straight? That's a good sign. Okay, here, go in and pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. Okay, and then again, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. And again, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, again, we're going to pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. And one more time, yarn over, pull through 2, go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, yarn over, pull through 2, in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, again, we've come to the very last stitch, and for some reason the last stitches are always the most difficult to find. It's really very simple. Okay, so right here is my last V, and you see I kind of have this little piece of yarn right here that kind of sticks out. I'm going to go right in front of that, okay, and I'm going to go behind the top 2 stitches. Okay, I got one more V, and then I'm going to pull up a loop, and I'm going to yarn over, and I'm going to pull through 2. Okay, now we can count one more time, and we'll see if I have 10, then I know I'm going straight up. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so count. If you're unsure or it doesn't look like it's going straight, count your rows. Count your stitches, and you will see if you have missed a stitch or if you have added a stitch. Okay, so keep working on that. Work on your chains, work on your single crochets. If you don't like the way it looks, take it out and try again. There's no harm in trying it over and over and over. The more you practice, the better you will get. So I will see you for our next video. We will go into our half double crochet. Have a good week.